Hi, I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and this time we're going to look at another Corsair fan. Don't worry though, because I won't be reviewing another Corsair fan for a while, and it will be from the same model series as this one. This is the Corsair SP RGB Elite. Doesn't that look special? And unfortunately, because Corsair is one of the companies that has decided it wants to capture its audience by using proprietary connectors instead of the standard ARGB, instead of everybody coming together and saying, Kumbaya, let's go ahead and change the standard for ARGB because those pins get damaged too easily. Duh. Everybody's getting their own standards. So for Corsair, they are using these. They are using these ARGB connectors that are from the JST style. Still 4-pin, but doesn't fit on a PWM. Sorry, not PWM. ARGB connector on your motherboard, and the wiring is undoubtedly different as well. So you need to have either an adapter or you need to buy a Corsair hub. Now, my Corsair hub is on the back of my computer case, and if I put it there, well, let's just say that you won't be able to see the fan anymore. And I don't have an extension for it either, so I cannot demonstrate the pretty colors, which are not actually important, but I know people like to see that. So I apologize for that. I wish I had a solution to that, but short of buying one of their hubs, which are overpriced, and I'm not interested in doing that because I'd rather spend my money on more useful things like fans. I mean, 300 isn't enough. That's why I've got more than 300. So yeah, I can tell you that the fan LEDs are all in the hub, and it does look nice. I mean, not amazing. It's not like some of the best ones, but it's okay. Yeah, and you can manipulate it with Corsair IQ and with Signal RGB and Open RGB and probably others as well, including the Asus Armory Crate, because there's an agreement between Asus and Corsair that there's cross compatibility and stuff. So I know at the very least you can do Asus's software for this. And strangely enough, although I was able to find that out by previously searching the Asus website for quite a while, that there is a partnership between Asus, or an agreement of some kind between Asus and Corsair. On the page for this product, it doesn't mention that Asus's Armory Crate can take control of these fans. So it's, officially they only state Corsair IQ on the page, but it's both, at the very least. If there are others, I'm not really sure. I don't remember seeing anything other than that. And I don't remember where I saw it in the first place. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was when I was looking at the information about IQ. So, maybe that's where it is. So yeah, if you look at the IQ information, that's where you can find out which things are supported, which is actually a pretty long list. The longest I found so far, although I didn't do digging on other websites, so sorry, something's in my throat. Okay, sorry about that. I hope that's done. But yeah, there's like a dozen different things that is supported with Corsair, or by Corsair. So you might interesting or helpful. Personally, I don't care, but maybe you do, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So, can't show you the lighting. I mean, I could, but it'd be a real pain in the butt because. All right, fine. You twisted my arm. I'll do it. Hold on. It's going to take me like 5 minutes. You guys are such a pain in the butt. Here you go. See? See? That's what it does. The lights move, change colors, and flash and stuff. And yeah, it's fantastic. It does a pretty good job, actually. I mean, not the best, but it does a good job. All right, hold on, please. Just kidding, guys. I don't mind doing that for you. Because, I know that for some of you, the lighting is super important. For me, it's completely irrelevant because, when you use lights in your computer, it only improves your performance by about 50%. That's all. Not 51%, not 100%, 50%. That's all. Everything gets only 50% better by using lights. And yes, I'm being sarcastic. Because I'm a sarcastic guy sometimes. If you've been watching my reviews channel, then you know that already. It doesn't always come out, but I've always found the whole thing about I have to get a computer that's all white. I've got a computer and I need to have lights inside of it. And I just there's something dies inside of me when I see those things because I understand that some people are really focused on visuals, but the visuals are here on the screen, not there on your case, in your case, around your case, above your case, below your case. It doesn't matter because the only time it matters is when you're smoking some pot or dropping some LSD or whatever it is you guys do with drugs. I don't know. I've never used drugs. And you're sitting there not using your computer because the drugs have made you so fascinated in the lighting. That's the only time I can see it being worthwhile. Or, well, actually, no, I thought of another one. When you want to meditate, that could be a good focal point because if you can get the right pattern going, it can be very mesmerizing. But I've seen better things on my screen that are more mesmerizing than LEDs on a fan. So, yeah, I mean, like some of the Infinity mirror, the mirror fans are pretty mesmerizing, I have to admit, but still, I've got Infinity fan LEDs on the AIO that I'm testing right now from Thermalright, the Frozen Knot, and it doesn't do anything for me. But that's just me. So, now that I have finished ranting and raving and irritating people, I'm probably going to lose all 31 of my subscribers because I don't like this obsession with lights and color on the thing that I'm not going to be looking at when I'm using my computer. I can understand if you're talking about your keyboard, your mouse, your screen, around your screen, but the case? Come on, guys. I know. Shut up, Glenn. Just do your thing. All right, I'm going to do my thing here. We're going to listen to how loud this fan gets. It's not terribly loud. Definitely not as loud as the ML120. But then again, this is the fan that comes in some of the Corsair IQ cases. And I remember when I was asking them about the ML120 and the SP120, they said, replace the SP120s. They're kind of weak. So, yeah. Of course, they're going to put the weak ones in the case because, yeah, they want you to buy the case so that and that's so they put the fans in there as an incentive. But then they want you to replace the fans or add because they're too weak. I mean, these are okay for like a case fan or a heatsink fan, but I would never use these on a radiator. Yeah, that would be just a waste. All right, enough babbling. pretty quiet. And here's some noise, right? All right, let's compare that to the Noctua A12 by 25. I don't like that noise. I don't know what that noise is. Shush. I don't like that. Come on. That's a disturbing noise. Sounds like the bearings are going. The pitch on the Corsair is lower than the Noctua. I don't know. I can't really decide which one I think is louder. I think the Noctua is louder because that high pitch that it's got. I love these SSO2 bearings. They make a difference. I think they're part of the reason why this fan is so frugal in energy use. It's fairly low in terms of friction. It'll spin down for twice the time it takes almost any other fan to spin down. So far that I found anyways. So, not a bad fan. The blades are slightly textured, both sides. No cushioning. It only comes with screws because it comes in a case usually. I don't really care for these fans. Personally, I feel like, I don't know, they're nothing special. I mean, there are lots of fans that are worse than them, but for $25 a fan like this is not worth it. I'm sorry. I mean, because, the fan industry is as big as it is, with as much variety as it is, because people are willing to pay so much more money than these fans are worth. I mean, look at it. Arctic. They can put out, in the US anyways, the P12 Max for $10, and it blows away a lot of the other fans out there, literally and figuratively. And then you look at Noctua and Corsair and Be Quiet and Deep Cool and a lot of these other companies, Asus, Fantex, and the list just goes on, and they're charging 20, 30, 40. There are even fans out there that are more expensive than that. And I just don't understand why people would really want to buy some of them, because don't get me wrong, the Fantex T30 is great. The Corsair MO120 is really good too. But are they worth 25, 30, 35, 40 bucks? No. It doesn't cost them that much to make them. And the degree of innovation that has occurred in the industry is mostly in the past. I mean, you'll see some of my older fans, and you'll see some of the tricks that they've tried. And, honestly, unless they're going to look at Dr. Frank Fish's research into tubercles on whales and how that impacts the performance of fans and propellers on airplanes, and they implement that on their fans, you're not going to really see something really, I guess, incredible. But anyways, I digress again. Man, I'm really just talking up a storm on this one, aren't I? I apologize. Sometimes I get off on these tangents and these rants, and I just take up your time, and I apologize for that. So, but if you want me to shut up, please like, subscribe, and share my videos. Help me build my channel, please. Thanks. Let's go ahead and look at the statistics about this fan. All right, so the Corsair SP120 RGB Elite, which is also known as, where is that information? There's another name for it, and now I've got to find the darn thing. Right there. It is, and I think it's the internal identifier for the product. And it's around here somewhere, or at the very least, it's on the fan. I was hoping to find it here, but I do not see it here, so grab the fan, and it is RWF 0051. That appears to be their internal model number. But for marketing purposes, it's the SP120 RGB Elite. Ooh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. I'm having fun. Okay, so the blades are translucent white, and the frame itself is white. There is a black and white sticker on both sides. Well, there are black and white stickers on both sides. The reason that's marked as in red is because it came with 3 fans. But the unit price per fan is $24.99. So I should really, modify this to show times 3. So you get 3, you're paying $75, which is just stupid for this fan. It's not worth it. The only certification that I'm aware of is CE. And it's made in China, 120 by 25. I don't know the lifespan because apparently Corsair doesn't feel it's important to let us know how many hours they think their fans will last. But they do give a whopping 2-year warranty versus, now let's put this in perspective. Noctua offers a 6-year warranty with a vastly superior SSO2 bearing with a minimum of 150,000 hours of life. It's an ARGB fan. It supports Corsair, Asus, Elgato, Nanoleaf, Philips Hue, Nvidia, Ubisoft, Blizzard, Deep Silver, Lenovo, Focus Entertainment, Team 17, and Bloober. It does not support ASRock, Gigabyte, MSI, and so on and so forth. And then it's 125 grams. Now, in the last video, I said the ML120 was 129. I was mistaken. It's 171, so I apologize about that. That's versus the 200 of the Noctua. And it's got 7 blades. Noctua's got 9. 105 millimeter spacing, which is the standard for mounting holes of that size of a fan. And then it's got maximum RPMs of 1500. So it's kind of a noisy fan for a 1500 RPM fan. 10% variance. Minimum airflow of 16.91 cubic feet per minute. Maximum of 47.73. Minimum static pressure of 0.28. Maximum 1.46 millimeters of water. 5 to 22.6 decibels. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's louder than that. And if we go back and take and look at what the Noctua does, Noctua goes up from 450 to 2,000 RPMs, maximum airflow of 102.1 CFMs, and 2.34 static pressure for almost the same price. So, it's I realize you want the lights, but it's stupid to buy this fan. And it has the same noise level, supposedly, as the Noctua, 22.6. The fans, excuse me, the fans control and power cable is 63 centimeters long, making it the longest so far. And there's no daisy chaining or cable sleeve. And then the ARGB cable is 64 centimeters long, making it the second longest after the Segotep, which, by the way, Segotep customer service is not good. I wanted to get more information about their fan because they provide very little. So I contacted Segotep, and first they were like pointing me back to the website I had told them I already looked at. And then they were mocking me, and then they pointed to the website again and mocked me at the same time. And then when I asked them yet again, they sent me pictures of the specs that are on the website and on the box that I already know about. They're just jack. Yeah. Okay, so can't daisy chain this either. It's not sleeved. PWM and 4-pin JST. Hydraulic bearing, 12 volts, minimum of 6, maximum of 13.2, which is a little bit worse than the Noctua. And of course, the Noctua has that fabulous SSO2. Yes, I love it. And there's a good reason for that. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, I need to fix this. I am so sorry to have exposed that information, the NAs. Yeah. Narcoholics Anonymous. Great respect for them. They help people out. Now let's see here. 3.6 watts versus 1.2. So 3 times the wattage, the power of the Noctua, and 0.3 amps. Again, 3 times the current. They don't give information about the LEDs, but it's got to be a 5 volt. They have indicators for rotation and flow. It's a clockwise direction fan. And it comes with 4 screws. Nada else. So there we have it. All the information wrapped up with a post-Christmas bow for you.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.